Hello to all Star Wars fans. We continue to show you trailers from closed screenings from Star Wars Celebration 2023, and today it's time to show the last one. This is the trailer for the second season of the TV series Andor, which was so warmly received by both fans and ordinary viewers. Let me remind you that I can't show the whole trailer because of copyright restrictions, but I can show you the footage taken from the hall by a brave hero who was not afraid to be kicked off into the street. Although maybe he was. One way or another, his sacrifice will not be forgotten. He, as a Rogue One team, sacrificed himself so that our cause would continue to live. So, for the most part, the trailer is a series of rapidly changing frames showing the main characters of the series. So, I will show them to you in chronological order and what awaits us in the second season and how things are going with filming right now. And everything is so not so bright as it seems. Well, I just don't want to describe that this character goes there, this one goes here. Just watch carefully and listen to the important news on the series along with our narrative. It's much better this way. The second season of Andor is completely different from the first. There will be a lot of time between episodes. The first 3 episodes are one timeline, then several months pass and the next 3 episodes begin. Then several months pass again, and so on until the end of the series. This is due to the fact that the series has been reduced from 4 seasons to 2. Therefore, the second season will be the finale of the Cassian story and will lead us straight to the beginning of Rogue One. Unfortunately, the series did not receive an extension for the third season, possibly due to high costs of its production. You've already watched the trailer shots from the crowd for some time and noticed that all the characters from the first season will return to the sequel, as well as several completely new characters will appear. It is reported that such characters as Saw Gerrera and even director Kenrick himself will get more screen time. And by the way, according to some sources, Darth Vader himself should appear at the end of the second season, who has already appeared for a few minutes in Rogue One. According to insiders, at some point we will be shown the Death Star again and Vader will fly in to supervise the construction. Although perhaps it will be saved for another scene. Plus, everyone's favorite Deputy Khan has returned to the Empire again. And he's eating green cereal in his mother's kitchen again. Well, something is fashionable and something is eternal. It is also noticeable that the second season will receive several explicit love scenes at once, because in the first season there was only one such scene, although not completely explicit, but still it was, and this is a rarity in Star Wars. Probably the showrunner of the series, Tony Gilroy, again decided to go against the rules and break the established patterns, as he did with the brothel at the beginning of the first season. And by the way, about the director, Tony announced a few months ago that he had completely done his job and was leaving Star Wars. He also added that he would be happy to work on his own project again sooner or later within the framework of our beloved universe, but not in the near future. There are 2 reasons for this. The first is a disagreement with Lucasfilm. Tony Gilroy is of course a very talented and skillful screenwriter and showrunner, but he is not used to bend under the modern agenda, and it is often quite difficult for studios to work with him. But as we can see, his principled position only benefits projects. Disney and Lucasfilm tolerated him for a while, but later decided to part ways with him anyway. The second reason is the strike of screenwriters and actors in Hollywood. Tony is taking part in it right now and is not going to stop until creative people get their way. However, he stopped working on the second season in advance so as not to complicate the filming process in any way. But it didn't. For 6 months, the second season of Andor was filmed not in the Los Angeles halls like Mandalorian, Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, but directly in Europe, where Lucasfilm transported all the actors and crew. The last time this happened was on the set of prequels and sequels. All other series were filmed in volumes. Andor has a huge budget, so the company can afford to shoot on location. Lucasfilm has already visited the UK, Portugal and Spain and filmed some scenes in the same locations in which they shot scenes on the planet Naboo from the first episode of Star Wars, which tells us about the return of Palpatine and Padme's home planet in the second season. It certainly sounds great, but there is one distasteful detail. The strike still got to Andor's filming process, so he was stopped right at the final stage when only 20% of the material remained to be shot. This is very bad, because stopping filming in the volumes temporarily that are not far from home is one thing, but stopping filming on another continent where 1,000 people and 100 tons of equipment were brought is quite another. In a good way, it was necessary to finish the work first and then go on strike. But these are their problems and I don't want to delve into them. Because of this strike, the release date was also postponed indefinitely. Therefore, if the series is released in 2024, it is a great success, but I would count more on 2025. Here is the news on the second season. Write in the comments how you like this format. You'll simultaneously receive both trailer footage and useful information on the second season, so to speak, 2 for the price of 1. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, thereby reducing this strip of people watching without a subscription. Well, just look at our videos more often. Get more important news and interesting emotions. Thank you all so much for watching. See you soon.